welcome everyone. Welcome to the demo day of batch 404 from the Wagon Melbourne. Woo woo woo! Okay, so very nice to meet you everyone. My name is Manon. I'm the marketing and event officer of Le Wagon Melbourne and your co-MC for tonight. So thank you for being here on Zoom. Thank you for being here in real life as well for the batch. And you know, even if it's remote, we can feel the love and the energy from here. So thank you very much for being here. This has been a pretty special batch because, well, to start with 404, like this is the most iconic name, but you know, in the end we found each other, so it's what matter. Thank you, Sai. It was also special because this batch started fully remote by the end of April, and this is actually the first day that we have 8 out of 11 people, and it feels quite surreal to see each other in real life for the first time. And yeah, we're really thinking about Ari, Zach, and Ness, all lovely remote students. We wish you were here. But yeah, it's pretty amazing to be together at last. Today is a very, very important day for all of them because today is the last day of 9 weeks of coding bootcamp, which is pretty insane. They've been learning and coding endlessly for days, and today is the final chapter of their journey. So thank you to all of you for being so adaptable during this, you know, COVID situation. Everything went super smoothly, and it was really great to see that you kept, you know, this sense of community and teamwork through all of this. So thank you very much, guys, for working together, even in these conditions. Okay, well, I guess that everyone is pretty you know, curious about what you can actually code after 9 weeks of bootcamp. So this is what you're gonna see right now. Just to give you some bit of context, there are 3 teams, and they coded products from scratch in 2 weeks. So that's pretty impressive. And now, let's give it up for Sheila, their main teacher.
Thanks, Manon. Then let's get started with the rest of our demos. And we are actually going to start with our first group of 4, which is Whatspot. So Whatspot, if you guys want to come up and start to get connected, since they're a mobile application. So Whatspot is built with a team of 4. We have Ness, who's currently in Cairns. We have Keiichi, who's here today. We have Rob, who's in as well. And then Georgie is our product manager, who owned the idea for this application. So welcome, Whatspot.
Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but the last 10 weeks of isolation, lockdown, and a full-time coding bootcamp has been pretty intense. And I am super excited to get outside and try new activities and go traveling, go to a restaurant, anything that's not in my apartment. So I'm going to do a bit of research because I really don't want to get it wrong in case, who knows, we might be in lockdown again next week. So best things to do in Melbourne. Let's have a look. Timeout seems pretty legit. Let's have a look. So 101 things to do in Melbourne. That seems like a lot. I don't know if I can do that. They're by Rebecca Russo, Nicola Dowse. I have no idea who these people are. I don't really trust what they have to say, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, the internet's just flooded with random recommendations from random people. I just want to know, like, what my friends have been doing and what they recommend, because that's who I trust, and we all have the same interests. And yeah, so my friends and I have all been using this new app called What's the Spot, which we've been using during the lockdown to put in all of our favorite spots that we've been to, and allows us to follow each other so we can all share our activities. So next weekend I have free, finally, so let's see what we can do. I need to log in. Kaio will kill me. Okay. So here are a bunch of spots that all of my friends have been and have recommended to me. It's on a really nice map and carousel. Um, oh, cool. So there's actually a place really close by. It's called Ryder. It's a clothing store. Awesome. That sounds amazing. We should all go there. I'm going to add that to my bucket list maybe for later. And best pub in the north, cool. Drool-worthy pasta, yum. Rowboats, that sounds pretty cool. Let's check that one out. Okay, so it's an outdoor activity. Rob, Nez, and Keiichi have been there. This is really nice because they actually tell a bit about their experience rather than just like a 5-star rating, which doesn't really mean much anymore. Nez got taken on a date here. It was a really great idea. However, we were stuck on a boat together. Right, okay, that does sound nice, but maybe not for me. I actually really want to get out of Melbourne. I want to go for a hike. So let's see if my friends have any hiking recommendations that I can do. Go away, Bella. Maybe hike will work. It's my birthday, so a lot of people messaging me right now. Okay, so a hike to the lighthouse. That sounds really nice. Let's check that out. So Nez and Rob and Keiichi have also been here as well. 20 Ks there and back, saw a koala and a kangaroo, stayed the night in the lighthouse. That sounds really nice. I reckon this is for me. Cool, so I've got my weekend sorted. I actually went out for lunch today because, yeah, it is my birthday, like I said. My sisters took me out and we went to this really great restaurant called Future. So I'm going to add it as a spot so that my friends that are following me can see it and they can see what I did for my birthday and hopefully they will go there too. So it was a restaurant. We'll create that spot. And then we can also add a little bit more, which is adding a story to it, which is cool. So I'll just add a photo of, me and my sister having a cocktail. And I can leave a story too, so I'm not too sure what to write, but these questions will help me. So what did I eat? Awesome, so I went there, had some great cocktails to try and calm my nerves. That looks pretty good. We'll create the story. It's quite a big photo, really great photo to add. So that's been saved, so now my friends can see that spot. So I'm just going to check my bucket list. Oh, that's a nice nav. Just check the bucket list and see what I've got planned for the next couple of days. So I'll go to Ryder and I'm going to hike to the lighthouse. That's awesome. So if any of your friends ever ask what you want to do on the weekend, just ask them what's the spot.
Great, thanks team. That is the spot to be. All right, so our next application that we are going to be able to see is going to be Course Creator. So if you guys want to start to set up. So Course Creator is a team of 3. So we have 2 team members in person, and our 1 remote team member is Zach, who's actually in Hong Kong right now. And then we have Eric, who's in person here, and Harshal. So Harshal was the product manager, the idea generator. So welcome, Harshal.
Hello, everyone. My name is Harshal, and Corona took us all by surprise, right? Especially universities. I'm currently a university student right now, and I had a lot of time in my hands, so I decided to do this bootcamp. But while I was doing this bootcamp, I came across this page. This is actually my university page right now. And as you can see, all of my courses, my lecture notes, just been dumped into PDFs, right? Doesn't look good at all. It gets worse from here. Let me take you to my lectures page. Now, this is what my lectures page look like. I mean, how am I supposed to even study for a topic when I can't even find, when the lectures are not even categorized into any stories or any, what I mean, when the lectures are not even categorized into any names, right? But that's when I realized something needs to be done. And we as developers, we created something called Course Creator. Now, Course Creator allows teachers to quickly create and share their courses really, really fast with their students. Oh, that's a really weird image up there. I'm not sure, something with the computer, but let's just ignore that. All right, so these are all my courses right now. I'm currently logged in as a teacher, and these are all the courses that I've been teaching. This semester, I was teaching mathematics, and exams are coming up. I really want to update my mathematics course so that my students are aware the exams are coming up. Let me quickly go to mathematics. So as we can see, we have all my students that are currently enrolled in mathematics, right? Some of my students really, really need to pull their socks up. Like exams are coming up, and they've really done 33% of it. But let's see, let's quickly add the new exams revision lesson. So these are all the lessons I currently have up here. We also have a quiz in here, which, by the way, I'm going to show something really cool about the quiz later on. Let's create a new lesson. I'm going to call it exams revision. And while I'm thinking about exams revision, it might be cool to also add a really cool YouTube video to help my students prepare for the exams. So I'm going to quickly copy the URL and put it in my lesson. And I mean, it's also good to give some guidelines to my students. So I'm going to use an existing lecture that I already have in a PDF format and copy my content and just paste it. I could style it a little bit. I mean, what a better way to edit PDFs, right? I may also add a really cool picture to just give encouragement to my students that exams are coming up. Exams are coming up, so just a bit of encouragement to them. All right, cool. Looks perfect to me. I think it's time to share this course to my students now. I'll quickly click on share to create a link that my students will be able to log into. I copy the link. Now let's move into the students page, right? So once the student gets the link, by the way, you can share the link any platform you want to, right? Once student gets the link, he's going to be taken to this page. Now, if the student is already enrolled, he's going to be taken straight to study with the updated modules already. But because he's not enrolled, we have to enroll and then go to study. Cool. Now, that's something I would definitely prefer to study over PDFs. Another cool feature about this is the students will not be able to move on to the next lessons until they finish the current lesson right now. Now, remember when I told you about the quiz? I'm going to show you something cool about this. Let's go to the quiz section, right? I mean, if I don't know the answers over here, I will not be able to go to my next lesson until I get the quiz right. Yeah, let's create all the questions, right? Yep, that's right. And we see the next button straight up, right? That means this is a really cool feature because as a teacher, the teacher will be able to make sure the student has already grabbed the fundamental knowledge before moving on to the next chapter, right? Now, let's say that the student finished everything. Oh, that's the course that we just created right now, by the way, right? And if the student is stuck somewhere, he wants to communicate with the teacher. He's going to just go to the messages, send a message to the teacher. Hey, teacher, I'm stuck somewhere, right? Can you help me out? Let's see in real time how this is displayed. The moment the student sends a message, the teacher gets a notification. The teacher can quickly go in there and send a reply to the student, right? This allows the teacher and the student to break free from the endless, infinite loop of emailing. That's it. That's Course Creator. No matter if you're a teacher or someone who wants to share your awesome recipes online, Course Creator gets it done for you. Thank you.
Great work, guys. Congratulations, and of course, a very creative pitch. Okay, so for our final pitch today, we have our final team of 4 called Decide. So if you guys want to start setting up with your mobile. This is our final team of 4. So we have Lacey in person, we have Jason in person, we have Ari in New Zealand currently, and we have Ridvik, who's the product manager, idea generator, who is pitching Decide.
It's pretty obvious to a lot of us that we spend a lot of time trying to make decisions. You know, if you want to just go out with your mates to a restaurant, you can spend hours just trying to come up to a conclusion. You know, it's hard to consider everyone's preferences, where they live, and just make it convenient for everyone. And because of this issue, it happens all the time. Just for example, 2 weeks ago, my friends and I, we wanted to go out to dinner, and none of us could actually come up to a conclusion. I asked them, what do you guys want to eat? And this one message asking them what they wanted to eat turned into 30 messages about random things, and I had to scroll through it, try and find what was happening, and it was just a nightmare. And because of this, I knew I wasn't the only one who faced issues like this. And as a result, we developed Decide. So let's jump right into it. Awesome. So now we can start and create an event. As you guys know, this is actually the first time our batch is meeting up, and it's something, you know, I want to celebrate, and why not celebrate it by going out to dinner afterwards? So let's, while we're celebrating, I remember Jason last week, he was telling me that he's really into Italian food. So I'll select that as a preference. I personally, I'll try Japanese food, mine as well. And just earlier today, Lacey was telling me that she was really craving pad thai. So we'll pick pad thai food. Great. So this is happening after we're finished with this, so just later on tonight. Cool. So now we've got an invitation. And with this invitation, we can enter our address, and we can also enter our preference, so what I want to eat. And we're currently at 41 Stewart Street in Richmond, so we'll just enter that. And we'll pick Japanese food. Great. So now I've created an invitation, and here I can begin to invite all of my friends. So I'll start by inviting Lacey. She's a teammate of mine, and while we're inviting her, I would love to invite all of you, but for time's sake, let's just keep it simple to my teammates. So we'll also invite Jason. Great. So as you can see, our invites have been sent, and we'll just wait for them to, accept the invitations. Yeah. But like I said, so this application, it will take everyone's invitations, it will take their location, and it will find a place that is convenient for everyone. Because I don't want to travel 50 kilometers out to my friend's area just because they live there. I want it to be convenient for everyone, because it's fair, right? Awesome. So it looks like Jason's accepted our invitation, as you can see. And we're currently waiting on Lacey. So if we refresh, we'll see that the map will show all of our locations. So it seems Lacey's also accepted our invitation. Great. So you can see I'm currently in Richmond. Lacey seems to be in the inner city, and Jason seems to be in the north. Great. So now let's jump right into it and decide. See what we get. Awesome. So we've got Tamura Sake, which is a Japanese restaurant, it seems, in Fitzroy. So as you can see, this is almost perfectly in the middle of all of our locations, which is great. I don't want to have to travel too far, and neither should my friends. And honestly, this seems like a great place for us to meet up afterwards. I think it's decided. Thank you very much.
Amazing, guys. Well, congratulations. Congratulations on finishing the course. Congratulations on doing these beautiful products. I think we can get another round of applause because it's really amazing what you've done. Yeah, you can really be proud of everything you've done, during this entire bootcamp, and we really hope that you loved your Wagon journey. It's great because you really proved that it's possible to learn remotely and to still work as a team, and it's really a lesson on how to make the most out of a situation that is complicated. And I also want to thank the teachers because it was really a challenge for them as well. I think you guys did it really flawlessly. So thank you guys for your commitment, for your adaptability. We often talk about Le Wagon spirit, like this sense of community. And I think that Le Wagon spirit is really each and every one of you. So thank you very much for that. And we can also make noise for them. Yay! Cool. So before moving to the celebration part, just know that 7,000 people actually went through the same journey as Batch 404. They really did the same training, same bootcamp in 39 cities around the world, and they changed their life thanks to coding. So if it's something that you would be interested in, just know that we have an open evening on the 6th of July. If you want to join, it's going to be on Zoom, and you can find all the links on Meetup and Eventbrite and or social media. We also have free webinars coming up if you want to, get into coding and fall in love with it, hopefully. And yeah, we really want to thank you all for attending. There's quite a lot of people on Zoom, so thank you very much for that. And once again, let's give it up for Batch 404. Thank you, everyone. And I hope everyone will have a very nice Friday evening.